Don't lie, you're so high in this room, it's alright.
Hello you guys, what is up and welcome back to my channel. If you're just now finding my channel, hey, what is up? My name is Lauren and I am a YouTuber from Dallas, Texas. I make beauty, lifestyle, fashion, some home decor videos, and I do vlogs every weekend with my boyfriend, fiance. That was weird. I haven't called him boyfriend in a while. Fiance Cody. So I would love for you to hit that subscribe button below and keep on watching. So I am doing a self-tanning video. I'm showing you my tips and tricks on what I do for tanning. Now I have to say I'm not a professional by any means. I actually used to spray tan a lot more back in like high school and college. And I used to tan in the bed, which I don't anymore because I know how bad it is for you. Stop doing that. And I got into self-tanning, I want to say, when I got out of college, and getting spray tans was just a little too much money, so I resorted to doing self-tanners, and especially making YouTubers and like taking Instagram photos. Like, you just always look so much better tan. I'm here to show you some of my tips and tricks on tanning, and I hope this helps you. Let me know if there's any questions below, and don't forget to hit subscribe. Like I said, I used to tan a lot, and I would say that I tan pretty easily. In the winter, I do get extremely pale and I lose that tan very easily. I have to use a tanner, a self-tanner. It all starts in the shower. So we're gonna start with a little prepping for the tanner to go on our body. I never ever put on a self-tanner just randomly. Like, you gotta prep yourself and you gotta prepare yourself for the tan. So that is very, very important. So we're gonna hop in the shower and we're going to prep our body first. First, I'm going to talk about something that is very important. And when I first started self-tanning at home, I didn't do this. And then when I started exfoliating, I was like, oh my gosh, this is like a whole new world. So I used to just like scrub the heck out of my skin with a washcloth, but it just didn't work as well as I wanted it to. So I actually pretty recently, about a month ago, purchased these exfoliating gloves from Amazon. They're literally just a regular hand glove. You stick it in there, you put some soap on your hand, and you're good to go. So I got the purple ones because I like the purple and I went to TCU, so go Frogs. I literally just put them on like a glove. They were like $8 or so from Amazon. Maybe more, maybe less. I honestly could just lied to you, but they're super inexpensive. I'll have the link to those and everything else that I mentioned below. I use the exfoliating gloves. I just use liquid soap. I've seen people use bar soaps because it strips your skin a little better, but I just use good old liquid soap because that's all I have usually. I pour a little on the exfoliating gloves and I exfoliate my legs as much as possible. I do most of my body. I do my arms, my legs, my chest area because I feel like that gets the least amount of tan. And then right here in the armpit, like, I notice that carries a lot of dead skin. And I make sure like my knees and my elbows get exfoliated well, and around my ankle, just like places that hold a little bit more dead skin, I want to make sure to scrub and get that as good as possible. Once I exfoliate, sometimes I'll just go over my body again with a washcloth, but usually I'll just move on to shaving. I shave my arms and my legs. I get it pretty good. I just use a basic razor. I don't use shaving cream. I just use body wash to get my legs slippery. Put the body wash on, shave my legs. I go around my knees as good as possible just to, you know, get it as good as I can. And I also shave my arms like I mentioned. I started shaving my arms in like 7th grade, and then someone told me that if I let my hair grow back out that it would be like thick and black. And so I have always shaved my arms since because I did not want to find out if that's true. I just stuck with shaving my arms ever since, and I don't think I've ever let my hair grow back out. And then, you know, whatever else you want to shave, up to you, girl. Do what you gotta do to do you. After I shave, I am done in the shower, so I put on my robe. This is a robe that I just got off Amazon as well, and it is a black robe because every time I tan, I always like put on a white towel or something that just gets it all over, and I hate it. I bought a black robe. This is specifically my tanning robe. Put on my robe and we're going with the lotion. I use the Nivea lotion. It's just perfect, soothes my skin, doesn't have a scent. I just love any kind of non-scented lotion because the ones from Bath & Body Works really irritates my skin, and I am not a fan. Put on the lotion. I don't put it on all over my body, like my arms and my legs. I focus more on the drier areas and parts of my body that hold more dry skin. So my elbows, my ankles, my knees, places like that. If there's some razor burn or places that are a little irritated, I will also focus on that and put a little bit on that area just so it soothes itself. I never ever put tan on immediately after lotion. I wait about an hour. So I'm just gonna do my makeup, chill, do whatever for a little bit and get ready, whatever I need to do. In this instance, I did my makeup so I could film this video. Hey, if you put on self tanner right after you shave, you're gonna have those little dots, and sometimes it's inevitable. Like today, I did get a little bit of the tan dot. If you shave and you put on tanner afterwards, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. I did get a little bit of that today. Sometimes it's just inevitable. Ideally, you're supposed to wait like half of a day and then do it, but nobody got time for that. I waited about 30 minutes to an hour and then I started applying my self tanner. This brings me to talk about the self tanner that I use. I use Loving Tan. Like I said, I'm not a professional and I have not tried a bunch of different ones. The ones that I have tried, the first one was the Isle of Paradise tanning water. I do like it and I think it's kind of easier to apply, but I don't like that it goes on clear because I have the worst streaks after I use that stuff. The tan looks good, don't get me wrong, it looks natural. I'm so bad about streaking it when I would use the tanning water. My legs would be like streak city. I stopped using that and I started using the Loving Tan mousse. It applies so much better. I've never had a problem with it streaking or anything like that. Love it. I use the darkest one. I believe it's darkest brown, I'm not sure. I show you the bottle so you know which one. With applying, I used to be bad girl and I used to just use my hands to apply it. My hands would be bright orange afterwards. Don't be like me when I used to apply the Isle of Paradise tanning water. I got the mitt and I originally just bought the ultimate, the crappy $5 one, and it broke after one use. Even though it is like close to 20 bucks, just buy yourself a good mitt and you will literally have that thing forever. Just trust me, buy the good mitt and you're good to go. It is black so it doesn't look like it gets gross and dirty. You could probably pop your mitt in the washing machine. I have never done that and I've never had an issue, so I just let it be a little dirty and it's okay. This is when I started applying it. I don't really have a process on how I apply it. Usually I'll start with my arms and work my way to my chest, stomach, down to my legs. But for the sake of this video, I'm showing you start with the legs. But just know I usually start arms and downwards. That is when I start applying the tan. I just smooth it out. Like I said, it goes on with a little bit of a color. As you can see, I have it on now. And it goes on so nice. And I just love the color, the darkest color. I'm pretty pale right now and the darkest color on me doesn't look that orange. I mean, I could be wrong, but I think it looks pretty good. I apply it like normal, apply it so there's no streak, and I do 2 coats. So I apply 2 coats to my arms and my legs and my chest, and then whatever there's a little bit extra I put on my hands, feet, and the hardest part is the back. Sometimes I'll have Cody come and put it on my back for me, but the hardest part is applying it to my back. You gotta like really maneuver and get in there really good. For the most part, I've never had a major issue. You just gotta like spend a little time breaking your elbow. All right, so that brings me to once you apply, I stick my black robe on and I'm good to go. Don't have to worry about getting it on things. And yeah, so I sit for about 6 to 8 hours. Ideally, I like to do it on a Friday right when I get home from work, so then I can rinse it off around 11 o'clock and I go to bed. I don't like sleeping with a tanner, like something about it, like I just feel dirty and grimy. I try to do it on the weekends or after work on Friday so that I can wear it all day and then rinse it off at night when I'm, you know, going to bed. If you can't do that, if you have to do it at night, then just make sure you wear long sleeve pants and shirt so that you don't get it all over your sheets, because that would be nasty. Once you do that, I rinse it off. It is gonna be not as dark. Whenever you wake up, you're probably gonna be like, oh my gosh, I am so dark, but I promise you that it rinses off and gets better, and then you have a really nice tan. I would say that my Loving Tan mousse lasts about a week. At the end of the week, I do notice it starting to get splotchy on my chest and my stomach. That's when those exfoliating gloves comes in and you can just scrub them right off and you are good to go. All right, you guys, hopefully this answers any of your questions. If I did forget to mention anything, leave it below and I would be so happy to answer that for you.